How's it going, everyone? This is Trixx from MoS Smash, and in this video we're going to be talking about Byleth's down tilt. Down tilt is a long-range, low-hitting, disjointed attack that has a moderate startup. It does have some true bread and butter combos that you can do at low percent, but is actually much more useful in utility when it comes to frame trapping. For those of you that don't know, a frame trap essentially means to put your opponent in a position where they have to make a decision. If they choose the wrong decision, it could end up as a very hard punish or even losing a stock. And now with all that out of the way, let's get started with some setups. So within the very early meta of using this character, it feels very natural to try and go for a down tilt into short hop buffered fair. However, this is never true. So instead of going for these options, we are now forced to go for air dodge and jump reads. But before we get into those reads, I just want to point out the fact that I said earlier, there are bread and butters that can be done with 2-hit combos being down tilt into up tilt, and also down tilt into forward tilt. But these will only work for so long at low percent until your opponent does have the ability to jump out or air dodge away. So I do still highly recommend going for these bread and butters at 0% and around 20%. But once we understand that these bread and butters stop working at these percents, this is where the frame traps start to open up. Down tilt into side B is going to be one of your best air dodge reads. And with this frame trap, you do have time to react. If you happen to throw it out preemptively, you can still miss, so you have to be patient. Notice the dash forward before the side special. There was even time to go for a dash grab, provided that you read and react. And it's important that you do try and react, because if they happen to jump, you yourself can get punished. So in order to set this frame trap up properly, you may want to go for a down tilt and then see what your opponent likes to do to get out of disadvantage. Also note that your opponent will still be able to escape a full hop side special, provided that they are not trying to land with an aggressive option. If you notice that your opponent does like to jump out of disadvantage, going from down tilt into up air will catch them to a pretty high percent. Notice that the double jump rings did come out when Marth tried to escape. Although he did have time to jump, he did not have time to escape. Here is the exact same example, but this time he's attempting to air dodge out. Once again, he is not successful. But eventually you will reach a point where the percent is too high and they will always be able to escape with either an air dodge or a double jump. But once again, this is still something that we can take advantage of. If you can force their double jump out of them, they only have their air dodge to try and escape, and this is very reactable to punish. You can force out all of their defensive options, and as long as your timing is decent, you should always be able to get a punish. And lastly, for anyone wondering, all the same principles apply for small characters as well. The low percent bread and butters will always work against air dodges and jumps. Down tilt to up air will also work, even with good DI, since DI does not influence the angle of this move very heavily. And lastly, frame trapping and forcing out jumps will still work in the same way as well. And lastly, just some words of advice. Of course, there is no such thing as the perfect frame trap. All of this is going to have to come through conditioning your opponent and seeing what they like to do. If you're someone that's very excited to be picking up Byleth, please be sure to subscribe to the MoS Smash channel, as we are going to be dropping guides all throughout the month of February. Also, please be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below on any topics that you'd like us to cover. And once again, this is Trixx from MoS Smash saying thanks for watching the video.